Hi and welcome. I'm Wendy LeBlanc-Arbuckle, Director of Education for the Pilates Center of Austin. And today I have a chair and a mat to give you a sampling of what we're calling our Fascial Dog Flow Series, Part 1, 2, and 3. And you'll notice I'm going to use the wall as I'm extending out for phase 3. I'll show you that. So basically, the Fascial Dog Flow Series is a home program that you can do with, as we see, very simple things. And the idea is, how are we enlivening ourselves from a whole body perspective? You'll notice from our website, if you look at the 3 core connections section of our website under continuing ed, you'll see that the context of where we teach from is looking from a whole body enlivening, embodying perspective rather than a pieces and parts, pull your belly in, pull your shoulders down perspective. So the setup for phase 1 of Fascial Dog is enlivening the hands, waking up the many receptors in the hands and your feet, which speaks to core coordination. How does my arm naturally connect when I speak to my body's experience of movement in relationship to gravity? How does my hand connect through my shoulder blade, through my sit bone, tailbone, into my feet? How does my foot connect all the way through my spine to my head? How does everything connect with everything else? So this is what children know intuitively, and this is what we're getting back in touch with. How are we being in a conversation with our bodies rather than overworking, creating tension, and creating problems? So here we go. Phase 1. Have your hands just be lightly toward the front of the chair and move your sitting bones away from your hands. Notice how my tail is moving back away from my hands. Soften your knees and allow your hips to release back even more, and feel your spine lengthening. Allow your inhale. And as you exhale, float your spine toward the ceiling as your head and tail release down toward the floor. Keep your heels heavy. Relax your shoulders. Soften your eyes. Allow your inhale here. And as you exhale, float on the ball of your feet. You'll notice that I'm not lifting my heels high. I'm keeping them heavy, which allows my tailbone to be heavy, which allows my spine to lengthen toward my heels as I come forward. See, I'm resting into the chair, resting into the floor. That begins to wake up the back of my arm and how it connects to my internal spine and my low belly and shoulder blades. Allow the inhale here, and as you exhale, float back away from your hands. Allow your heels to touch, soften your knees, and send your hips back away from your hands. Notice how your body's beginning to feel more supple and more open. You're opening up your joints. Let's do that 3 times. Allow your inhale. Exhale. As you relax your head, relax your tail, relax your shoulders, and then from there you begin to float. Now that's your hover, the feeling of hover. Heavy head, heavy tail, solar plex, floating up. I'm not pulling my belly up, it's naturally going up into my wide back. Allow the inhale here and float forward, keeping your heels heavy, 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 allowing the heaviness of the heel to wake up the internal lift of inner ankle to inner ear as I go forward. Just letting everything float. Allow the inhale, exhale, and move back. Away. More space in my joints. I feel like I'm getting more space. You see how I'm able to go down a little bit lower. I can feel my heels heavy. Allow the inhale. Exhale, heavy heels, heavy head, heavy tail, shoulder blades relaxing and waterfalling down my back toward my feet. Allow the inhale here. And float the hover forward, feeling the shoulder blades waterfall down the back as I come forward. Soft neck, soft hips, soft shoulders. Allow the inhale. Exhale, move back. Release. Feel connected to the chair as I sit back and down. And then come forward, press down through your feet, and come up to standing. That's phase one.